All right, everyone, we are officially in December, as you can see by my jacket here. It's a little cold, so that's why I got this on. And 2025 is right around the corner. Now, this year was really good for games, and we had some good bangers. Hopefully, next year is looking to be really good as well. Now, I've compiled my top 10 most anticipated games for you all with a few honorable mentions as well. I hope you guys really enjoy. Number 10, we have Dune Awakening. Now, this is an open world survival MMO set in the Dune universe. Now, this game kind of reminds me a lot of Ark Survival Evolved, right? With the giant open world, survival game and faction like esque multiplayer with you grouping up with others and solo, with taking down enemies and players and essentially taking over the land while trying to survive. I'm not entirely sure what the end goal of this game is, which is why I think the player base might take a similar approach that Ark does and make it more faction and PvP based. And if you've ever played Ark public servers, you know how those guys get super into their wars. Personally, I'm excited for this game, but I haven't watched any of the Dune franchise yet. I know, don't get too mad at me. It's fine. I do want to watch it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet because they are so long. And these games aren't my usual types of games that I play, but it does still look like it's going to be a lot of fun. I do like the multiplayer aspect, the MMO aspect. It looks like it's going to be really good. Dune Awakening is set to release on PC sometime in 2025 with a PS5 and Xbox release later on. Now for number 9, we have Crimson Desert. This is an action adventure game by the creators of Black Desert Online. It's also going to be set in the same universe as BDO. Unlike BDO though, this is a single player game, but it does come with a lot of the flashy moves and fantasy elements that you'll see in BDO. I'll be honest, this game looks like a lot of fun, but the combat does look a little bit iffy to me, which is why it's a little bit lower on my list. I'm really hoping that the full release is going to tighten up some of those things and add a final layer of polish. We do have a lot of time. There is no set release date for this game, but hopefully they are shooting for 2025, and Crimson Desert is going to release on PC, Xbox, and PS5. Now, number 8, which is Avowed. Now, I know there's a slight bit of controversy around this game. I won't really get into that because we're here to talk about games in general, not stuff around it. This is a game that I really wasn't originally excited for when I first saw it, and I thought it was going to be just Obsidian Entertainment's attempt at a Skyrim. I know it's a basic kind of thought, it's just medieval fantasy. It's not like really similar to Skyrim, but after the recent footage they've shown, it looks much better and way more polished than we originally thought. Avowed is an action RPG, and you know how much I love RPGs, so this one really appeals to me and shot up my list way higher once this new recent footage came out. It takes place in the Pillars of Eternity world, which we are going to be getting to very soon on the channel ourselves. The games look like a lot of fun, and I think Obsidian does do RPGs very well, so hopefully, when we get to those games, we'll have fun. We'll be able to use many different types of combat, melee, ranged, magic, the typical fantasy stuff. Like I said, it looks like really good, and the narrative choices are going to have a pretty big effect, which is nice. You really love to see that in these games nowadays. Avowed is releasing February 18th, 2025 for PC and Xbox. Number 7 is going to be Subnautica 2. Now, another genre I really love is survival games, and the original Subnautica is one of my favorite survival games ever. It's just so much fun, and I had a blast playing the original. This is going to be a full sequel to the original game, and it is planned to have multiplayer, which is really exciting. Multiplayer is something that I thought the original really kind of should have had at the release. I know there were some mods that added multiplayer, but they're mods. They can be a little buggy, especially multiplayer mods. I mean, they can really get funky sometimes. The game is sadly going to be released first in early access, which the original had, and same with Below Zero, the kind of spin-off. But then eventually it will get a full release. Subnautica 2 is going to come out in early access for PC and Xbox sometime in 2025. Post full release, we'll probably get a PS5 version as well. Now, number 6 is going to be Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Now, this game looks really good. Clair Obscur is a turn-based RPG that is looking to change up the turn-based game a little bit by having the combat be real time. This looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. This game really blew my mind when they showed it off this year. I was not expecting it at all. The game also has a crazy cast, including Ben Starr, Andy Serkis, Charlie Cox, Jennifer English, Kirsty Ryder, and Shala Nix. The visuals are really absolutely beautiful. This game's fidelity and resolution looks amazing, and they've only shown off some pretty early footage, so I'm quite excited. But yeah, when this game got shown off, I instantly knew I wanted to play it. Clair Obscur Expedition 33 is speculated to release in 2025 on PC, PS5, and Xbox. Now, for some of my most anticipated games this year, for number 5, we have GTA 6. I'm literally a part of the meme where I had to have my grandma walk into GameStop with me at the age of 10 years old and buy GTA 5 for me, and now 12 years later, I can drive, drink, join the military, and most importantly of all, by GTA 6. This game has been in the works forever, and we know that Rockstar is going to deliver with it, of course. The last little taste that we got from Rockstar was Red Dead 2, and that was just an amazing game. They really always deliver on their big budget games with like no surprise at all. GTA 6 is going to take place in Vice City and will hopefully release in 2025 for PS5 and Xbox, and a PC release will come later on like their other titles. I say hopefully 2025 because there has been rumors speculating of a 2026 release, but I think it's been mainly shooting for 2025. Now for number 4, we have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Personally, I have yet to finish the original game, but we'll definitely be getting to that very soon on the channel. I really enjoyed it when I played it not too long ago, but I just never got around to beating it. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is an open world action RPG that is first person only. It's also a direct sequel to the original. This time the game takes place in the middle of a civil war, and it has you making narrative choices to determine the outcome of everything. I'm super excited for this game as I love the genre and I'm a sucker for medieval timepieces, and the game just looks like an overall improvement from the original, which already seemed like it was a lot of fun in general. So I'm really excited for this one. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 will release soon on February 11th, 2025 for PC, PS5, and Xbox. Before we get to my top 3, I want to get to my honorable mentions real quick. My first honorable mention is Hell Is Us, a game coming to PC and PS5. Now, this is an action post-apocalyptic sci-fi game with a heavy focus on exploration and combat. I honestly just really like the vibe of this game. I don't really know too much about it, but yeah, like I said, I just love the vibe of this game, the way it looks, and it just looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. We also have Fable, which is coming on PC and Xbox Series X and S. This is just an amazing RPG franchise with a new game finally coming out after so long. I'm really just excited for this in general to get more RPGs. Now, I haven't played the original Fable games in like absolutely forever, so I definitely need to like dust off my, copies and play them again because it's been so long. But I'm just happy to get a new one, and this looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun, hopefully. We'll see. Doom: The Dark Ages. Now, this is coming to PS5, Xbox Series X and X, and PC. I really enjoy the other Doom games, and I just want to kill more demons. That's really just, it's fun to boost like the serotonin and just get the blood flowing. The Doom games are a lot of fun. You turn your brain off and you just kill demons, man. Who doesn't want that? Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2. Now, this is coming to PS5, Xbox Series X, and S, and it should be coming to PC as well. The development hell for this game has been real, but I'm still excited because I do love vampires and RPGs so this game is really kind of for me. I do need to play the original because I have not gotten to that yet, but I've heard like absolutely just amazing things about the original game. Now for my top 3 most anticipated games for 2025. Number 3 is Ghost of Yotai. I'm very excited for this game as I was a big fan of the original Ghost of Tsushima. This time we see a new protagonist set 300 years after the events of the original one, where you are Atsu, a female samurai that can dual wield katanas and use guns. Since we are a little bit further in the future, it seems like they're pretty old guns though, like muskets and stuff like that. We're also in a different location, Hokkaido, which is a large island off of Japan. We don't have too much info, but Ghost of Yotai is set to release in 2025 on PS5, with a PC release most likely coming in the future, as Sony has been kind of doing with their earlier titles as well. Now, number 2 is Death Stranding 2 on the Beach. Now, I absolutely loved the first game. It's one of my top 10 games of all time, and the sequel is hopefully going to be even better. I really just loved everything about the original game. I know it got a lot of like hate for it being a walking simulator, which is true at some times. Don't get me wrong. I definitely see where people come with that. We don't have too much info on this game, but I'm a huge fan of all of Kojima's work, and I'm hoping this one's just going to be another banger as he usually produces. Death Stranding 2 is set to release 2025 on the PS5, with most likely a PC and Xbox release later in the future. Now it's time for number 1. I want to know if you guys can guess it. Let me know what your number 1 is in the comments, and if you guys can guess my number 1 before we get to it. My number 1 most anticipated game for 2025 is going to be Monster Hunter Wilds. This game is just looking to be absolutely amazing. If you haven't seen the streams lately, you know how much fun we've been having with World and Iceborne, and hopefully soon Rise. I want to get to that one as well as soon as we beat Fatalis and Iceborne. I love the way Monster Hunter is, and playing the Wilds beta a month ago was so much fun. The new stuff they're adding, like focus mode, was an absolute blast to play with. Everything just looks like it's an improved version of World, which I love. Monster Hunter World, definitely one of my favorite games. It's so much fun. I love like the groundedness plus the exploration and the customization. Just overall, it's amazing. I really think that Wilds is going to be one of Capcom's biggest games ever. Now, like, I really mean that because the numbers that we saw in the beta for Wilds were absolutely amazing, and it kind of proves just how big this franchise is truly getting. Monster Hunter Wilds is set to release February 28th for the PS5, Xbox, and PC. Now, thank God, because we're going to get crossplay in this game, and crossplay, I'm a huge supporter of. I think all games should have it that are multiplayer. I just think it's very consumer friendly, and, if you have friends that have different platforms, it just brings it all together. Let me know what games you're excited to see next year, and if you disagree with my ranking at all, let me know why. Thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.